Okay, so you've sent over some really fascinating stuff about Brené Brown and her work on vulnerability. Looks like we're diving deep into this today.
Yeah, it's a rich topic for sure. Lots to unpack.
I think the goal here is to really distill it down to those core insights for our listeners, like how vulnerability actually connects to things like strength and courage and authenticity and, even leadership.
Yeah.
All without overwhelming anyone. We want those aha moments to stick.
Absolutely. And I think a big part of that is reframing how we even think about vulnerability. Because for so long, it's been seen as this weakness, right?
Right, like something to hide or something you have to overcome to be successful. But Brown kind of turns that on its head, doesn't she?
Oh, she totally flips the script. And it all starts with how she defines vulnerability, because it's not just about feeling exposed or uncertain. She says vulnerability is about having the courage to show up and be seen, even when you can't control the outcome.
It's about taking that risk.
Exactly.
And the material we have here really brings that to life with some great examples. Like, let's be honest, falling in love, that's a huge risk. Heartbreak potential is built in.
Right. And starting a new business or, launching any kind of project.
Or even just asking for help when you need it.
Oh, for sure. Because that means admitting you don't know everything.
It's like you're revealing a potential weakness.
But here's the thing. Brown's research shows that in those situations, vulnerability isn't the problem. It's actually the key to achieving the positive outcomes.
It's the pathway.
Yeah. Like you can't experience real love without opening yourself up to the possibility of loss.
And you can't really innovate or create anything new without the risk of, being wrong or failing.
And building trust with anyone requires letting them see who you really are.
Or flowing.
All. Oh. Which, okay, I get it. A lot of people are going to hear that and think, yeah, but it feels like weakness.
Yeah.
Putting yourself out there like that is scary. It opens you up to potential hurt.
You're facing rejection, judgment, all that stuff. Right, it's not comfortable. So how do you make that leap?
Well, that's exactly what Brown's work challenges. That idea that vulnerability equals weakness.
So she's not saying it's easy.
No, not at all. What she's saying is that choosing to face that discomfort, choosing to be vulnerable despite the fear, that takes incredible strength.
So it's actually the opposite of weakness.
It really is. It's not about never being afraid. It's about acting anyway.
So you're saying vulnerability is at the core of courage.
Exactly. You can't be truly brave without being willing to be vulnerable.
So then the question becomes, okay, how do we actually start to embrace that? How do we get more comfortable with the discomfort of being authentic?
Right. Well, the material gives us some really practical advice. Like, first and foremost, just show up as you are.
Be yourself.
Yeah. Let people see the real you, imperfections and all.
So that might mean voicing an opinion that's different, not just going along with the crowd.